This is the story of the goddess who almost destroyed Egypt. She had golden eyes and the face of a lioness. She had been sent to punish humanity, but somewhere along the way, she forgot how to stop. Her name was Sekhmet, and even the gods were afraid of her. Today we are going to learn English together through the story of Sekhmet, the lioness goddess of destruction, whose rage nearly ended the world. And I promise you, she is nothing like what you expect. To understand Sekhmet, you first need to understand Ra. Ra was the great sun god of Egypt. He was old, older than almost anything, and he had ruled the world for so long that many people had forgotten what it meant to respect him. They stopped making offerings, and they had also stopped praying. Some even laughed at him and said he was too old and too weak to matter anymore. Ra heard every word, and something inside him broke. He gathered the oldest gods around him and asked one simple question. What should he do about the humans who had turned against him? The gods did not hesitate. "Send your eye," they said. "Send destruction. Let them feel what it means to forget a god." Ra closed his eyes, and from within him, from the deepest and most dangerous part of himself, he called Sekhmet forward. She was his daughter, but she was also his weapon. Sekhmet was the fiercest thing in all of creation, with the head of a lioness, eyes like burning gold, and a limitless hunger for justice. Ra pointed her toward the humans who had betrayed him. "Go," he said. "Punish them." And she went. At first, what Sekhmet did felt like justice. She moved through the desert like fire. She found the humans who had mocked Ra and turned their backs on the gods, and she brought punishment. She was merciless. But then, something changed inside her. The punishment began to feel good, and she was drunk on her power. Sekhmet, who had been built for destruction, could not quench her rage. She kept going. She moved from village to village. She did not stop to ask who had been guilty and who had been innocent. The desert turned red beneath her feet. The sky above her filled with smoke, and she felt nothing except the need to keep moving, keep hunting, and keep destroying. Ra watched from above, and what he felt was not satisfaction. Instead, he was horrified. He had wanted punishment, but he did not want his daughter to end the world. So Ra called to her, but Sekhmet could not hear him anymore. She was too far inside the rage, and she did not know how to come home. The other gods pleaded, but Sekhmet would not listen to them. And for the first time in the history of the world, the gods of Egypt looked at each other and felt helpless. Ra knew he could not fight her. You cannot fight something you created from your own anger. You cannot destroy your own eye. So he thought, and he came up with something that was not a weapon at all. He ordered 7,000 jugs of beer to be brewed, and then he ordered red fruit juice to be mixed into every single jug until the beer ran deep, dark, and red as blood. In the middle of the night, while Sekhmet slept, the gods poured every single jug across the fields where she would wake up. When Sekhmet opened her golden eyes in the morning, she saw the fields flooded red, and her lioness heart leapt. She thought it was blood, and that the destruction had continued without her. She threw herself into it, and she drank, and she drank, and she drank. And slowly, the beer moved through her, and the rage that had been burning inside her for so long began very slowly, to cool. She lifted her head and looked around, and for the first time, she could see clearly. Surprisingly, the world was still standing. The destruction was over. Sekhmet had finally stopped. And here's the part of Sekhmet's story that most people never hear. She became a healer. The same goddess who had brought destruction could also take it away. The power to destroy and the power to heal were two sides of the same force. So the Egyptians prayed to Sekhmet when they were sick. Her priests became some of the most skilled doctors in all of Egypt. Because who better to heal a wound than the one who knows exactly how deep it goes? However, Sekhmet never became gentle or soft. She was not a goddess who comforted you with kind words and a comforting hand. She was a goddess who burned the sickness out of you. The Egyptians never forgot her. They built thousands of statues of Sekhmet in their temples. Thousands, more than almost any other god. Why? Because they never wanted to forget the important lesson she had taught them. That the most dangerous thing in the world is power without wisdom. That the same fire that destroys can also heal. That even the darkest force can find its way home. Sekhmet was not a monster. Rather, she was a mirror. Every time the Egyptians looked at her, they saw something true about themselves, about anger, power, and what happens when we lose control of the things we create. And even after everything she had done, Sekhmet came home. If she could, so can we. And that is Sekhmet. But before you go, I have 5 questions for you. Let us see how well you were listening. Why did Ra decide to punish humanity? A, because humans had invaded his temple. B, because humans had stopped respecting him. C, because humans had worshipped a different god. B is correct. Ra had ruled the world for so long that humans had forgotten what it meant to respect him. They stopped praying. Some even mocked him. And when Ra heard that, he could not forgive them. That is what started everything. Why could Sekhmet not stop destroying even after Ra called to her? A, because she was angry at Ra and wanted to disobey him. B, because the other gods told her to keep going. C, because she was built for destruction and could not stop. Well done if you said C. Sekhmet was made from Ra's own anger. She was built for destruction. And once the rage took hold, she could not find the place inside herself where it ended. She was not choosing to disobey. She was lost inside something bigger than herself. How did Ra trick Sekhmet into stopping? A, he sent another god to fight her and defeat her. B, he flooded the fields with red beer so it looked like blood. C, he removed her power while she was sleeping. That is B. Ra knew he could not fight her. He poured 7,000 jugs of red beer across the fields in the night. Sekhmet woke up, saw red, and thought the destruction had continued without her. She drank until the rage finally cooled. What did Sekhmet become after the destruction ended? A, she became the goddess of the sun. B, she disappeared from Egyptian mythology. C, she became a healer, and her priests became skilled doctors. C is correct. This is the part of the story that surprises everyone. The same goddess who brought destruction could also take it away. The Egyptians prayed to Sekhmet when they were sick. Her priests became some of the greatest healers in all of Egypt. Why did the ancient Egyptians keep thousands of statues of Sekhmet in their temples? A. To frighten away their enemies. B. Because the law required them to honor her. C. Because even dangerous things can teach us wisdom. If you said C, excellent work. They did not keep her to remember the destruction. They kept her to remember what she taught them. That power without wisdom destroys everything. So how did you do? I have to be honest with you. I cannot stop thinking about Sekhmet. Because she did not choose to become what she became. She was made from anger, sent into the world, and lost inside something bigger than herself. And yet, she found her way back. If even Sekhmet could find her way home, perhaps the rest of us can too. If you want more stories like this one, come back. I will see you in the next one.